न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः.
Om Amritageetananda. Welcome to Amrita Vaibhavam. This is a series of talks, devotional songs, spiritual discussions and symposiums offered by our own Swamijis, Swaminis, Brahmacharis, Brahmacharinis, householder devotees, staff and students of Amrita institutions. In Taittiriya Upanishad, it is said that the Guru imparts knowledge to his disciples, and to test if they have understood it rightly, he asks one or two to repeat that information. This is the same method that is being followed in several of our modern educational institutions as well. Our own Amma follows this method many times. With that in mind, let's listen to today's episode. Om Amritageetananda.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Dhyayamo Dhapala Vakuntharavatim Tejomayim Nashtikim Digdhapanga Vilokinim Bhagavatim Mandaspita Sri Mukim Valsalyamritavarshinim Samadhuram Sanketanaalapinim Shamangi Matasikta Suktim Amritanandamayi Om Amritageetananda Namaha Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha Om Gam Ganapate Namaha Om Ha Saraswati Namaha Om. My infinite prostrations at the lotus feet of my Sadguru Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, Universal Teacher, Universal Mother. My humble pranams to all Amma's beloved children listening to this program. Till now we have covered very important topics. I'll once again give you the order of the topics, the connection. I'll give you the very important topic which we covered was only in our tradition, our culture. We know that Devi is the supreme. She is infinite in nature. Sat Chit Ananda, that is her nature. That we have very elaborately we have discussed, and in order to worship that infinite Devi, Adiparashakti Devi, in order to worship her completely, we have in our tradition we have the Pancha Yajna, the 5 yajnas, where if you perform the 5 yajnas, then we worship Devi completely in all her forms which covering the entire universe. So that was the second topic. The Pancha Yajna is very important. Different rituals and different kind of upasanas, etc. Then we come to the next stage. We say that actions alone cannot give us liberation, because actions are limited, finite by nature. A finite thing cannot give us infinite. And therefore, yajnas, they are different rituals and different spiritual practices. They are meant to purify our mind, to make our mind concentrated, and then we come to the final stage. In last two the topics, the title of the topic was the flight to eternity. It was a peculiar name. Flight means we are flying, we are going higher to the eternity, to the highest nature. So we gave elaborately, we have selected verses from the Upadechasaranam, which made us understand that the jnanam Atma, the jnanam alone, the knowledge of the self alone can take us to liberation. So that is we said that bhavashunyas sadbhavastutihi bhavana balad bhakti uttama. We come to the within, we come to we in all chindakal kandyam bandhan, that we have discussed that andarangatil pondum sandatanandinte chandamam prakashame. So when all thoughts become still, then we realize that Supreme Being in our self, within ourselves. That's what we have discussed. We will come now the importance of the self-effort and the limitation of self-effort also we have discussed. We have to have, there is self-effort. Amma always says only when there is self-effort there is divine grace. We cannot sit quietly and we can say God will give us everything. That maybe Kabir can say that, Tulsidas can say that, Tukaram can say that, or Mirabai can say that. We cannot say that. We have not reached that stage when we completely forget everything and we are totally merged in God, and God will take care of everything. We are in the middle stage, therefore we have to have self-effort also. When so self-effort is there, then we can feel the divine grace. Slowly self-effort becomes less and less, and then the divine grace takes over. That is how it happens in the case of any sincere sadhaka. Now we have seen the important, very, very important point is we have seen Vindati Iha. We get liberation here and now by living in the body. Vindati Iha. By living in this body, it is called Jivan Mukti. While we are in this living in this body, we get liberation, and that is what we have seen. And for that, self-effort is not enough. The guidance and the grace, kripa of an enlightened master is absolutely necessary, and we have many times he has mentioned that we are very, very fortunate to have a Sadguru like Amma who can lift us to that final stage. So we have to prepare our mind. That is the topic now which we have to discuss. The Guru Parampara, another very, very important topic is Guru Parampara, the lineage of Gurus. So we will first chant the two verses, then we will explain. The first one is Narayanam Padbhavam Vasishtam Shaktim Chatpatra Parasharam Cha Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasa Shishyam Sri Shankaracharya Matasa Padnapadam Chahasta Malakam Chashishyam Tam Trotakam Vartika Karyamanyan Aspad Gurun Tandatamana. This is regarding the Vaishnava Parampara. That is what they chant. They say Narayanam. Their first Guru is Mahavishnu. Narayanam, then his disciple, his son, Padmabhavam. Padmabhavam is born of lotus, is Brahmadeva. That is the Vishnu is the first Guru for the Vaishnavas. Then his Bhagavan Vishnu's son Brahmadeva. Then the Narayanam Padmabhavam Vasishtam. Then Brahmadeva's son Vashishta. Vashishta's Rishi's son Shakti Rishi. Shakti Rishi's son Parashara. Parashara Rishi's son Vyasa. You know, up to Vyasa, up to that we had the Grihasthasrama. They are married. They are all married. So the Grihasthasrama Gurus up to Vyasa, up to Parashara, or in Vyasa also. Then from Vyasa downwards we have the what do you call it? From Shuka, from Vyasa down we have these sannyasis. So yes, Vyasam Shukam. Vyasa's son was Shukadeva. You know, he was a brahmachari, Nitya brahmachari. He did marry always at 16 years old. Vyasam Shukam Gaudapadam. The Shukadeva's guru was Gaudapada, who wrote the Mandukya Upanishad, we know very well. Then Gaudapada Rishi's disciple was Govindapadacharya. He was the guru of Shankaracharya. Then we have the Gaudapadacharya, Govindapadacharya. Then we have Shankaracharya, and then his four disciples. We have Padmapada, Sureshwaracharya, Hastamalaka, Trotakacharya, Asmadgurun Santatam Anatosmi. This is the lineage of wonderful lineage of gurus of the Vaishnava, the Vaishnavas, from beginning from Mahavishnu up to our Guru. This we have seen. Bhagavan Vishnu, Brahmadeva, Vasishta Rishi, Vasishta Shakti Rishi, then Parashara Rishi, Vyasa Rishi, Shukadeva, then Gaudabhatacharya, Govindabhacharya, Shankaracharya and his four disciples. That is the Vaishnava lineage. Then we come to the what we commonly chant is the Shaiva lineage. We say Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I say Vande Guru Paramparam. There's a parampara lineage of gurus. So it starts with Sadashiva. For the Shaivas, Shiva was the first guru. Then there were many gurus whose names are not known to us. So we say then Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam. In between Sadashiva and Shankaracharya, there were many gurus. We do not know the names. Madhyama, Shankaracharya Madhyamam. And after Shankaracharya also there were many gurus whose names are not known. If you go to the Shankara Matam, you can know the name. You can know the names also. So Shankaracharya Madhyamam. After that there are so many gurus. Asmadacharya Paryantam. And concluding with my Acharya, Vande Guru Paramparam. This is what we have learned from the Shiva Parampara. We have the lineage of Vaishnava Parampara and the Shiva Parampara. They are both one and the same. You know very well that there is no absolutely Mahavishnu and Bhagavan Shiva. They are only the same Supreme Being in two forms. That we have always to understand that important point. So they say every branch of science, every branch of knowledge, they have the parampara. The first guru, then his disciple down the generation up to the modern times. In our culture, we had this variety of knowledge. So many kinds of knowledges are there in our tradition. So we respect all gurus. In our tradition, for the Guru Purnima of Navaratri, we say from the guru teacher who taught us the alphabets, for the LKG kindergarten teacher, from that teacher up to the teacher who gives us the Atmatjnanam, we respect all of them, because without alphabets we cannot go to the higher stage. So that is very important here. And therefore, here the importance of the enlightened master is being highlighted. Enlightened master, without the enlightened master, one with self-effort, one can never go to the higher stage. So we have to be very, very careful. It is very, very difficult to understand an enlightened master. All that we can do is we sincerely pray to Bhagavan, please take me to an enlightened master. When my spirituality is ripe, they say, we need not go in search of a guru. The guru will come in search of us and the guru will find us. That's what we have say. So we have to be very, very careful. In the Mundaka Upanishad, they say there is a very beautiful mantra which says, these so-called gurus, though they claim that they know everything. See, we say that book knowledge is very, very important. It's called Shrotriya Guru. Shrotriya means the Shruti, one who knows the Shruti, one who knows the Vedas. Vedic knowledge, the book knowledge is very, very important. From the Vedas, we know that this is the goal of human life. And what is the path, the different stages, different sadhanas lead to that supreme state, that also we know. And we know we have to go to an enlightened master, that also we know very well. That much we have to understand. So the Mundaka Upanishad, there are the Avidhyaya Mantare Vartamanaha Soyam Dhira Panditam Manyamanaha Dandramya Manaha Paryanti Moodaha Andheneva Niyate Yata Andaha. So they say the avidyaya mantare vartamanaha. By only book knowledge they think they know everything. So the Swayam Dhira Panditam Manyamanaha, they think they are great gurus. With mere book knowledge, they think that they are great gurus. So they are Dandaranamanaha Paryanti Modaha. They are foolish people, they are going round and round, and they say Andheneva Niyate Yata Andaha. Like the blind man leading the blind man. Those who have only book knowledge, it is not enough. But nowadays you can see there are acharyas who have book knowledge. They are very, very sincere. There are so many ashrams which I know. There are acharyas who have very, very good, deep knowledge and a very deep understanding of the Shastras, and they very sincerely share this knowledge to their disciples and make them understand that book knowledge alone is not enough. We have to do a lot of sadhana, and then we have to gain that supreme being. There are very sincere teachers, the acharyas, who spread the knowledge of the Vedas, the book knowledge, the text, the book knowledge of the Vedas. That also we have to understand. So they say, now we'll come to they say, na narena avarena proktaha, esha svijyeya bahuda chintamanaha, ananya prokta gatirasthanasti, aniyan hi atarkyam anupramanat. So this is in the Kathopanishad. They say, an inferior guru cannot give us knowledge. Na narena avarena proktaha. If it is explained by an inferior guru, it cannot be grasped, it cannot be really experienced. So say, ananya prokta gatirastha nasti. Ananya means one who has become one with that Chaitanyam, the Supreme Being, like our Amma. Ananya prokta gatirastha nasti. If it's given by a teacher who has become one with the Chaitanyam, then we can gain the Supreme Being. So we'll see both types. We'll see we say a matchbox. A matchbox. If the matchbox and the matchstick both are very dry, you just make a small drop, it is light. The light comes. Both are very well dried. A slight scratch, it catches fire. If it is one of them is wet, if you go on scratching, nothing will happen. If the matchbox is wet or the matchstick is wet, then it will not light. So the matchbox represents the guru and the matchstick represents the disciple. Both should be, the very well dried means both should be very well matured. The most qualified student and the most qualified teacher, if both are qualified, then it easily catches fire. So they say, let us come to the disciple. The disciple is the Kathopanishad says again, Shriyascha Priyascha Manushametaha Tau Samparitya Vivinakti Dhiraha. Dhiro Shriyopi Shreyohi Dhiru Abhi Priyaso Vrinite Priyo Mando Yogashemad Vrinite. They say, in our culture, we don't say the good and the bad. We say the good and the pleasant. They say Shreyascha. Shreya means the good which will take us to the ultimate goal. And Praya means what is pleasing. Very pleasing. All these objects, the sense objects are very pleasing by nature, and therefore we don't say they are bad. Because if we conduct the sense organs properly, then we can say that slowly we can understand that we will understand that they cannot give us real the happiness. So Shreyascha Priyascha Manushametaha Tau Samparitya Vivinakti Dhiraha. So both the good and the pleasant, not good and the bad. The good is what we take us to the ultimate goal, and that is Shreyaha, and Praya means what is pleasing, all the enjoyment. So both approaches, Tau Samparitya Vivinakti Dhiraha. The Dhiraha means one who is very, very, very alert and very courageous, and the determination, nishchadhardyam. See, he will understand that these things, these pleasant, these objects which give me a lot of pleasure, they are very, very illusory by nature. I don't want them. Though he says, Shreyo hi dhiraha abhiprayaso vrinite. So the dhiraha, he rejects the prayas, the pleasant, and he chooses only the shreyaha. And what happens? Preyo mandaha yogakshemad vrinite. The mandaha, the dull-witted, the less intelligent, they choose only the pleasant, what is very pleasing to other objects, what is pleasant to the eyes, the ears, especially taste, etc. So they run after these objects. So that is the meaning here. We'll continue. So we will continue with the disciples. Say Bhagavad Gita chapter 7. From the 16th verse, we can see that they say, Chaturvidam bhajante mam jana sukruto juna arto jijnasu artharti jnanicha bhardarshaba. O Arjuna, Chaturvidam bhajante mam. There are 4 types of disciples who pray to me. And who are they? They say, Artho Jijnasu Artharti Jnani. So in the perfect orders, Artha, Artharti, Jijnasu, and then we come to Jnani. The Artha is one who prays only when he is in trouble. Artha is one who prays only when he is in trouble. In China, there is a very beautiful saying. They say that you dig a well and keep water ready, so that when you are thirsty, you take water and drink. This is what we should do. We should first always dig a well and keep water ready, so that in emergency we can use it. But the majority of people, what they say is, when I feel thirsty, I start digging a well. This is what we do. So when we have problems, when we go to, only when we have problems, when we go to the Sadgurus or temple, he is like a person who, when he starts feeling thirsty, he starts digging a well. So the Artha means one who want to praise only when he is troubled, but he is also a devotee. So then we come to Artharthi. Artharthi is one who always prays. Artharthi is one who always prays, but he prays only for worldly gains. So that also is good, because instead of there are certain things which we cannot gain by ourselves. We have to go to either our parents or elders, or we go to some other important government officials, etc., ministers, etc. So we do that. So we do all that. For that is no problem. But when we go to temple and pray, that is old-fashioned superstition. Going to ministers for a favor, that is not that is also if that can be done, then why don't we go and pray to God also? So the God is our mother and father, who really loves us, who really cares for us. So Artharthi is second person. Then what happens finally? They say, Pariksha lokan karmachitanam brahmanaha nirvedamayat natikrata kritena tad vijjanatam sa gurumeva abhigachet shrotram brahmanishted samitpani shrotram brahmanishtam. So they say, a person who has lived the Vedic way of life, he understands through his experience, he understands that these objects cannot give me real peace. Therefore, he understands I must find out what can give me real peace, what can give me permanent joy. Then he goes to the Guru. So that is he comes to the Jijnasu. So Artha is one who prays only when he is in trouble. The better one is the person who always prays, but only for worldly gains. And then the next one is Jijnasu, Jijnasu wants to know God because he has understood through experience that the sense objects cannot give me joy. And then we come to Jnani. So Jnani is the one who's realized that God alone, God and God alone I am, and that Paramananda Sukham, that's called Jnani. So Artha, Arthartha, Jijnasu, Jnani. So he says, Bhagavan Krishna says in the chapter 7:17, he says, he said the 17 and 18, so he says, the Tesham Jnani Nityuktaha Ekabhaktir Visheshate. Among the four, the Jnani is the best. Tesham Jnani Nityuktaha. He is completely concentrated on me. Ekabhaktihi. He has devotion only for me. Visheshate. He excels. Out of the four, the Jnani is the best. So they continue to say, so he says, Udara Sarva Evete Jnanetu Atmeva Me Matam. O Arjuna, all four are Artha, Artharthi, the Jijnasu, Jnani, all four are great, but Jnani is the best among them. So he says, Buhunam Janmana Mante Jnanaman Mam Prabhadate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samhatma Sudurlabaha. So Arjuna, he says, Buhunam Janmana Mante Jnanaman Mam Prabhadate. After many births, a person becomes a Jnani, and he always worships me. It says, what is this the vision? He says, Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samhatma Su Durlabaha. Such a person is very rare, Arjuna, that we have to understand. Now we will come to the teacher also. So we say one more point we can see on the disciple, then we can go to the Guru also. They say, what pleases the Guru? So the disciples are at different levels. We cannot say inferior or superior. Finally, everyone will, like, we cannot say kindergarten is the lower level. The kindergarten is only at a lower level. It is not inferior. So first one has to start from the kindergarten, 1, 2, 3 up to 10th standard, then graduation, post-graduation, PhD. So we cannot call them inferior. They are a lower level. In the same way here also, all are important. So but the Jnani is the best among them. The Jnani is the highest stage. So one more the point on the disciple, you say. The disciple, we come to Amma and we ask for many things. She is our mother. She alone can solve our problems. We have, especially Amma's, the Grahasthasama devotees, you have so many problems at home, in the office, etc. So for the solutions, we have to, Amma alone can give us the best solution. So then we can see, but the person, the ideal disciple who asks the question is, I will tell you what is the question we have to ask Amma ultimately. The question is, the one then Viveka Chudamani, the disciple asks the question, Ko nama bandha katamesha agata katam pratishtha katam vimokshaha ko savanatma paramaka atma tayur viveka katametat taduchyatam. So he asks 7 questions. Ko nama bandha katamesha agataha katam pratishtha katam vimokshaha ko savanatma paramaka atma tayur viveka katametat uchatam. O Guru, ko nama bandha. What is bondage? So he starts feeling the bondage. He said that he has experienced different kinds of he went on enjoying. So he understands this is not the real joy. So what is bondage? Endana bandhanam? Ko nama bandha katamesha akataha. How does this bondage come? We'll enumerate today, and next time we'll elaborate. How does this bondage come? Ko nama bandha, katamesha akataha, katam pratishtha. How does this bondage become so strong? So our bondage becomes the master, we become the slave. We become the slave for the likes and dislikes, our vasanas, that becomes the bondage. Ko nama bandha, katamesha akataha, katam pratishtha. How does this bondage with vasana become so strong? Pratishtha, it becomes strong. Katam pratishtha, katam vimokshaha. How can we free ourselves from this bondage? Ko savanatma. What do we mean by anatma? Anatma means what is not real. What is not real. Anatma means we have to differentiate between what is the real I and what is the relative I. So, ko savanatma, paramaka atma. And what is the atma? What is anatma and what is the atma? What is the reality and what is the impermanent? Paramaka atma, tayor vivekaha. So, they say the important thing is we have to have the discrimination to understand that this alone is real and this is unreal. How can we discriminate between the reality Atma and the unreal Anatma? These are the 7 questions. Oh Guru, please tell me this. This is the question which all of us have to finally ask Amma, which can make Amma really happy. And then the Guru is very pleased, and the Guru says, Dhanyosi, Kritakrityosi, Pavitam te kulam toya. Oh my disciple, Dhanyosi, you are blessed. Kritakrityosi, you have achieved what have to be achieved. And Pavitam te kulam toya, it says you have purified your entire family. Because our Shastra says, if a person he gets enlightenment, he purifies his entire family. He liberates 7 generations of his forefathers. So that is why this Guru says, Dhanyosi, Kritakrityosi, Pavitam te kulam taya. By you, your entire family is purified because of your attitude. Yat avidya bandha avidya bandha muktaha brahmi vavidam ichasi. So you have become free from avidya, you have become free from ignorance, you have become free from bondage, and brahmi vavidam ichasi. You want to know that supreme Brahma, so you have become really blessed. So we say, such a Guru, he says, how can we get such a Guru? Buhu janma kritat punyat labhyate asau mahaguru labdhvatu nupunaryati shishya samsara bandhanam. So you see in the Guru Gita it says, we spoke of the Guru, the Bahunam janamana mante jnanavan mam prapadyate. So after many births, a disciple becomes focused on the Paramatma. That's how the disciple, Bahunam janamana mante. After so many births, the disciple becomes totally purified and focused. He wants to know only the Brahman. Again he said, and here he says, Buhu janma kritat punyat lebate asau mahaguru. So such a person, after so many births, Buhu janmanat punyat, after the so many births of punya karma, the good actions, lebate asau mahaguru. After so many births of punya karma, he gets asau guru, this Guru, the enlightened master who can take us labdvatu na punaryati shishya samsara bandhanam. A disciple who has gained such a Guru, an enlightened master, he becomes totally freed. He is never born again. He gets mukti. So that is why we need an enlightened master like Amma. We are very, very blessed because we have come to the Amma, an enlightened master. So let us always remember, even though we have so many other problems, we ask Amma, but let us always remember, finally we have to slowly ascend the ladder of evolution, and we tell Amma, Amma, I want only you, I want only you, I want only you, I want only Mukti. That is the state. Slowly we have to reach that state. Let us all pray to Amma for her blessings, to first give us all the prosperity, material happiness, make us understand that material happiness cannot give us true joy, that only the Atma-jnanam can give us true joy, and we want only Atma. Let her give us a mind which feel that I want only Atma, I want only you. Om Amritageetananda. Om Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah Hari Om.